outstanding kids, welcome to another exciting ICT plugged activity class. I want to welcome us specially because in our last class, we looked at introducing Sprite, where we talked about the full meaning of ICT and how Sprite is. Today, we will be learning how to make a Sprite, which is making Sprite. This is going to be our second topic for the term. Now, in this class, we will look at the meaning of sprites, how to make a sprite, the behavior block, and also algorithm. I know some of us are eager to know what algorithm is and how we can start creating a different sprites. Some people have some numerous sprites in their mind that they will be able to create from this class. First of all, a reminder, we've said in our previous class that sprite is a graphical character on the screen that we can control. We should know that sprites can be manipulated by us and can be controlled by us. Sprites are any character on the screen or images or objects that we can control and manipulate. Now, we make a sprite using what we called the make a new sprite block. The make a new sprite block is a block that helps to create a sprite. In the make a new sprite block, we have what is called a costume of the sprite, just as we can see on the screen. The costume of the sprite helps to identify the sprite or to know what the sprite looks like. Now, every make a new sprite block has a costume that shows you what a sprite is. And also, in the make a new sprite block, there's also a location part in the make a new sprite block. Just as we can see, the make a new sprite block has so many sprites. We just click on the drop down arrow on our block and we can get so many exciting sprites. As you can see on the screen, there are so many sprites that we can select from. And also, like I said, in the make a new sprite block, we have a location. Now, when you click on the location pin, it will bring out so many locations where we can just easily send our sprites to. Now, we also have what is called set size block. The set size block helps to either increase or reduce the size of a sprite. So if you make a sprite and you see that the sprite is too big, you can set the size using a sprite, using a block called the set size block. We also have a block that helps to beautify your sprite, or this is called the background color. The set background block helps to create beautiful background for our sprite. So when you click on the set background block, you will see so many beautiful background, just as we can see in our sprites. We have what is called behavior. Now, a behavior is seen as an action that the sprite performs continuously until it is told to stop. Now, there's no sprite that do not behave. Even we humans, we have what is called a character. What we do. You can see some people, they always dance. You can see some people, they always sing. That could be a behavior. Now, the sprite also has a behavior. The behavior of the sprite determines how the sprite is going to move until it is told to stop. So the behavior of the sprite tells the sprite what to do. There are so many sprites and there are so many behaviors. We can see some examples of sprites on our screen. It tells us what to do. We also have algorithm. An algorithm is a step-by-step way to solve a problem. And as a programmer, we should know that a program is seen as an instruction that is given to a computer to perform. Now, this is where we are going to stop in our class. we will see in our practical class, so that we'll be able to know how to create a sprite. Now this is making sprite lab in the code studio. So today we are going to first of all see how to make sprites. I told us in making sprites we need a block which is called the make a sprite block, which is make a new sprite block. If we can see, as you can see, we have our background just as I explained before. So we can give it beautiful backgrounds that we want. Whatever background we want, we can give it. But in this level, we are not to code. What they are asking us to do, it says reads the code. Like I told us, we should always check our instruction area. Then make a prediction. What will happen when we click? Let's see. Both plane will move one space along the grid. Then stop. Both planes will start moving and one stop. One plane will move first, and the other plane will move later. The plane will crash. Now let's see our behavior. Now looking at our behavior here, we have the two planes. One is moving east and one is moving west. So what will happen when we click on run? One plane will move first and the other plane will move later. Both planes will move one space along the grid. Then stop. So let me click on A. I think A should be the answer. So click on and see what will happen. You see, both planes are moving at their different direction. Okay, in this puzzle, it says making sprites. To make a sprite, open the sprite category on the toolbox and drag out this block. Let's see the block. Look at the block they want us to drag, which is the make a new sprite block. So this is the two different categories, which is the word and this, and we should drag out it, which I've already dragged out. So we can change our background just like as I have said before. We can give it beautiful background pictures. So let's see which of them we feel should suit this sprite. And we can also change our sprite to any sprite we want. So let me use fish because this is water. So when I click on run, you see I changed both my sprite and also the background. Okay, in this next puzzle, it says positioning sprite. Now, like we said before, we need to, every sprite must have a location. Each sprite has a location, just as we have said. You can set the location by clicking on the pin on the block. Do this, find the new block in the location category of the toolbox and drag it to the workspace. Connect it to the make a sprite block you added before. Click on the pin on the location and okay, let's just do it together. So we want to give it a location. We should click on this pin and we come here and we can decide to put our sprite in any location. Can we see it now? Any of the location that we want, we can change the location of the sprite. Doing this, we just need to put the pin on this location bar here and we'll click on run. Okay, this says more sprites. Now we want to add more sprites to our block or to our sprites. It says now let's add even more sprites to this program. Do this, click on the image on the right to expand it. Let's go to the image. Make 4 sprites. Choose any costume you want. So what we'll do, first of all, let's make 4 different sprites. So come to sprites, create this one. put here. There's two sprites now. Carry this one, put here, three sprites. Carry this one and put here. That's four sprites. Okay, so now want to make the position like this. So we'll come to the first sprite and change the position of the first sprite. We'll come to the second sprite and change the position of the second sprite. So let's make this sprite more fun. Okay, we'll come to the third sprite, change the position. Let's give it a better sprite. I will come to the last sprite, change the location, and okay, that's it. Okay, click on run. So you see, now we can change the position of the sprite. Okay, this says sprites have more properties, including size that can be set with code. Here are two sprites, but one is larger than the other. Use the new block in the sprite category to change the size of the sprite. So now they want us, remember we talked about set size block. So first of all, come here and carry the sprites. Let's carry the two sprites like they have said. Okay, then we'll come here and carry a new block called the set size block. Okay, so I will need to change one of the block to the size and change the location. So one of them is big, one of them is small. So the default size should be 100, so I'll change it to 100. That's the default size. So if I want to change the both, I will have to bring two different set size block. So I will have to change this. So the sprites I want to use, which sprite was that? Yes, this. Then I'll change it to 100. Don't forget, the default size is 100. And let's give it a fine background color. Okay, click on run. So this is where we'll stop in today's class. Please don't forget, coding is fun. Always learn to do your assignment and your quiz. See you in our next class. Bye.